Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between. Jason, my brother, how you doing?
I'm good, bud. How you doing?
Hanging in there, enjoying my adult iced tea.
Was it a little stout?
My, no, that's Maker's Mark, and then I have my Thai iced tea.
Right on.
And then I got my chaser in case I take too much of the, I always have 6 drinks on.
Hey, you got your system, man.
Hey, you know what I mean?
Got to have a system.
Absolutely. So how's your week?
It's the usual, Just getting my brains beat in. You know how it goes, man.
Yeah, working for the man. Keeping me down.
Man's keeping me down. Yep.
So, yeah, we got another working man song for TUNEAGE next week.
Right on.
I found this when I was looking at some other Oliver stuff, but not Oliver, that one you sent me from the same West Virginia kind of deal. But yeah, so Jason's a little primed tonight, I think. He's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
And my co-host for Monday Metal is joining us tonight, our brother Metalhead Fred.
No, they're the Metalhead Fred.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
hey.
Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting company tonight. What a pleasant surprise, gentlemen.
Hey, nice. I like the pipe, Fred. I'm a pipe smoker myself.
Yeah.
What
love it.
That was beautiful.
What kind of pipe are you smoking there?
Yeah, what kind of pipe?
I have no idea. I've been starting to collect them, so when I see them in antique stores, and they're usually cheap, I buy it, so I have no idea.
There you go. It's probably a Dr. Graybo or something, maybe.
Yeah, Jason is a pipe collector.
It says bong on it, whatever the hell that means.
Schlong. I'm not familiar with the schlong.
Yeah. Schlong? Oh, it's Captain Schlong's brain.
Right. Who knew he went in the pipe business?
My name's
Look at this really cool one that I picked up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a little zombie action.
Yeah, picked that up in a head shop somewhere in Italy, I think it was.
Yeah, right on.
Nice.
So how are we tonight, guys?
Good. So, so Fred, why don't you tell them about this upcoming Monday's Monday Metal, what we got going on?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. We got the premiere video of our friends Wings of Steel, who we interviewed last month.
Great guys.
They are phenomenal, and they've got their new video out, Garden of Eden, and it's awesome. So Vince and I are going to review it or talk about it. And we got the guitar player Parker, going to give us a little intro and a little backstory behind it too. So we're looking forward to it. It should be. The band is amazing, and every time I listen to them, I love them even more.
Yeah, we got our first rock star. You're listening to CreatiVity Talkin tag.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a nice guy, man. And Leo's really great. The album is just phenomenal.
I was in Hollywood last week for the Leatherwolf show, and Parker, the guitar player, lives out there. So I got a hold of him, and I said, "You want to get together for a pre-concert drink?" So we met at the Rainbow, and he is one of the nicest, soft-spokenest, down-to-earth guys you'll ever meet. You wouldn't believe he's in a rock band. He's just so quiet and so soft-spoken. He's so cool.
Right.
He's so cool.
Right on. And it's not like that band's gonna have any problem getting chicks. Leo's got a David Lee Roth thing going on too. And anyway, so that's Monday Metal. Did the sci-fi for some reason didn't post. There was 3 shows that I posted all in the same time, and the software updated and it screwed up the timing of the release of those shows. I don't know why. The live didn't go live, and then the other one didn't show up, and then the other one didn't post. So the ones after that did. So But, and then also on TUNEAGE coming up next week. I have a new band from Japan, Jason.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Bandmade. Yeah, it's one of the dudes from one of the fans from Baby Metal said, you guys got to check this band out.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
So, and the comments have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
we're gonna get to some of those actually right now, and just remember, people, beware the aliens, and you can grab our CreatiVity Talking weather balloon wherever you find other local weather balloons on sale.
Yeah, we fill them with laughing gas,
Yeah.
like the old days. So
Yeah, and here's a surprise picture that happened, and then Jason turned into Lex Luthor and was able to save me from the
yeah.
space aliens.
Hey, it's just what I do.
Uh-huh. So yeah, let's get to some tunage comments here. Oh, Fred, so who do we have on next week? Is that scheduled, or is we're still working on that one?
Still working on that. We got a band that I saw last week. They opened for the Glenn Hughes Ingve Malmsteen show. They're called Relation. They're out of New York. Three-piece band. They got a 5-song EP out. They build themselves as grunge alternative, but it's far from grunge and it's far from alternative. It's really good rockin' album, self-released, and I've been talking with the guitar player. We're trying to set up a date. It's tough. We had it all set up for next Wednesday, and then I said, shit, I can't do it. I got my fantasy draft that night. So we're going to do it hopefully next week. Hopefully next week we'll get them on board, all 3 members.
It's got a fantasy what? What was he?
Fantasy football draft.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. Well,
yeah, I'm still one of those guys.
Hey, man, that's his thing,
Right.
Fred's bringing the action, so if he's going to do his draft, he's going to do his
draft.
Oh,
Fred, you've got the fantasy football thing. I thought you said the guy did. Oh, okay.
Actually, when I apologized to him that I got my fantasy draft, he said, I totally understand. I had 2 last week, so he's in a fantasy draft. So
well, I wouldn't have busted balls if I knew it was you. I thought you meant it was that guy, so I was.
Oh yeah, no, it's me. I've been in fantasy football for 30 years. It's impossible to give it up once you're in it.
I understand.
It was funny. I got a text earlier from a buddy who's like, busting balls, this, that, and the other. And like the whole way back to the shop, I was just doing, why do you got to bust my balls? Like from Tony Soprano.
Right.
Why you got to bust my balls? Uncle June. Why do you got to bust? I love that show, man.
Yeah.
But busting balls. If your buddies don't bust your balls, they're not your buddy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's how you know they love you, man, when they're breaking your stones.
What's even better is like when you hear an insult you've never heard before, and you're like,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're like, master.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here we'll get to some Ambassador Dave Jenkins comments on Oliver Anthony. CreatiVity Talking. Alden was to sing the national anthem. Okay. So basically, I'll read it. He's got a few other comments in there, so I'll opine. So, Fred, you're aware of this guy with the red beard from the country, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the North of Richmond or whatever song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, not bad for a metalhead, for just a metalhead connoisseur.
That's right. Sometimes I go outside the box, but yes, I know the song.
So, the NFL offered him the national anthem. And they offered him $100,000. He goes, I sing that song for free.
Right on.
And I'm like, you know what? That's cool. Someone else that was in it for millions of dollars, and they said they're going to do it to charity. But, for an unsigned guy, and he basically said, give that money to charity. For an unsigned guy, I mean, he probably hasn't gotten paid yet from YouTube or
right.
Because it hasn't been long enough yet. Maybe he just got his first pay or whatever. But, when you don't have it, and you're giving it away already.
Yeah, he didn't care. He didn't care about the money.
He, what a stand-up person. And he's not a Republican. He's not a Democrat. He's an independent like me. And everyone's just tired of the, like I explained it to Jason off air. I'm like, man, I forgot to mention this when we did the reaction to it. I said, here's the difference. Republicans are like, what do you call it? Missionary with their socks on. Democrats are doggy style multiple choice. Either way, you're getting fucked.
Yeah. You just want it wild or boring.
Well, yeah, whatever, But You know what I mean? It's like people have gotten so divided and they don't need to be, and it's not the people who are dividing, it's the powers that telling you to be divided.
Well, the fucking
Stop all
dividing is the
that. Think for
is the
yourself.
tactic. You know, it's like
Yeah,
just
think for yourself.
don't buy it.
It's divide and
I
conquer.
heard somebody put it the best way. I heard it the other day. They said the left wing and the right wing, they're all part of the bird.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
bird.
So, you know, they're all
Yeah.
fighting each other, and
Yeah.
we're stuck in the middle. Unfortunately, we're getting fucked.
Right. And you know, but it's nice to see a guy working, like everyone's broke, and you know, everyone could relate to this guy. And they were saying it was racist, this and that and the other at first, and everyone's like, what? So then I went online before we reacted to it, and I watched like 25 reaction videos from quote unquote minorities. And it's like I could pick it right off of Jason's forehead what they were thinking. They're like, no, this is about class. So now people are finally like, if he's the guy that kind of woke up the woke and the unwoke or whatever to realize, hey, man, there's some hard times happening here. And it's not a race thing. It's it's a human being thing. They're the ones making it otherwise. But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. But nice.
Guitar player tricks. I still got it.
Right?
Yeah.
You should see what he did with the E string. The high one.
Oh yeah, the little one.
Okay, so ADHD Vince, welcome to ADHD Theater, and we'll get back to the comments right now. Okay. Ambassador Dave Jenkins comments, the name of the drum is Wadiako or Taiko for short. Ambassador Jenks. Jenks also says, great fucking song. Truth. Sorry for my language, Ambassador Jenks. We must eat well. A salad is $9.99 and a cheeseburger is $2. Jenks also comments on Oliver Anthony. Did you know he's singing the national anthem? Okay, I did that one. Bob Deneen comments, dude, y'all didn't get the part in the song about young man being 6 feet under and kicking them down. It's all about our vets. That's the fight for our country. No, this song wasn't about veterans, dude. Sorry. We do support our veterans, and this whole show started because of support of veterans' mental health, including, my brother Raymond. So, we do our part, and, we support our veterans, absolutely, and our men and women in uniform. But it's not a veteran song, dude. It's the working man, and you're part of that. But got to give other people their room to be sung about. Sirega Moladets commented, washoy, washoy on Baby Metal. Mike Powers on Baby Metal comments, can't wait to see this live in October. I've never been this excited and happy to see a band in all my life. I would love to see this band.
They're coming to Chicago.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if I can swing the
Yeah, right.
But
yeah,
anyway.
I just saw the other day. They're who are they touring with? It's damn, I forgot. It's another big act. I'll have to get
Taylor Swift.
No, it's another rocking band.
Yeah, like Rage Against the Machine, maybe. I don't know.
Not them, but something. Yeah.
Ministry, maybe. I don't know. But they've played with huge bands, and they're huge in Japan. Holy cow!
Yeah.
TM Metal commented, Andrew Hartley explains the lyrics and background. He explains Baby Metal's previous songs as well, so watch it. So he gave us a link. Then we had another 4 comments in a language I don't speak. Philaboy 2000 commented, I've made this recommendation to a number of other reactors. When you pause, take the video back 5 or 10 seconds to regain the flow of the video. Just saying. All right, we actually started doing that last week. So we'll try. We're always learning here at CreatiVity. And
hey, you're just lucky
that right.
They're just lucky they can see us. That we're able to get ourselves on here.
Well, you're a beefcake, Jason, and they want to see your sexy Viking ass up there. Dragon. Take me to the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Knuckle Dragger's Guitar by Jason Clark coming soon, by the way. Okay, Andrew Canuck commented on Baby Metal. Would love to hear the insights on your songs a little more, as it appears you are both musicians. Baby Metal's discography is interesting as each of their songs are so unique, etc., etc. Well, sometimes we might be a little imbibed, and so we can't do the recall of, we're either in production or musician wise, and sometimes we don't always get it, but we try. But we can do better.
We'll
But
get you.
we will make a conscious effort to talk about more of the musicality. Because with baby metal, we don't understand what they're singing, so we go to production. That's basically our backfall on that. But
Right.
Kit Kat comments, at the time, the temperature in Houston must have been risen 10 degrees when baby metal was performing. Ernest Rimbeck commented, "You gotta love Sui Metal. She's the engine that makes the whole thing run. I hope she loves what she's doing, because I'm going to need them around for another 10 to 15 years. Another bunch of baby metal. Jason says, "Glad you found us." To someone who said, who basically, oh yeah, here it is. Jessica Serrano commented, "I just found you guys, and I love you guys, and so does God."
And you said, "Ha ha ha."
I said, "Ha ha ha." That's okay. As far as the New World Order, when you know, it's about time everyone knows, and that's about Oliver Anthony. Phil Leotardo commented, "The Living End are an average Australian band. No disrespect intended. Jimmy is literally Australian music royalty."
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
Phil.
he is. Absolutely.
The Brat commented, God bless him." And that's Oliver Anthony video. Phil also commented, "Okay, I'm on a crusade. I started with Joe's channel. I'll keep on here. The correct title is Riding with the King." That's what I put in there, Riding with the King. John Haidt wrote it after I said John Hyatt wrote that song. So maybe listen to the whole thing and before you start getting lippy. He also comments, "Jimmy's speaking voice is the same grit. He left Scotland for Australia when he was 5, and 63 years later, he still holds a native brogue. Learned the craft, made his hometown down under." Suspicious Minds by Angelina Jordan. Audrey Judy commented 5 stars, and then 5 stars on I Put a Spell on You.
Nice.
Tony commented, "Love the reaction when the camera came to the legendary Kim Thale. Also, great sublime sound." And that was for Third Secret. And we got all the Seattle veterans from the grunge era.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Definitely.
Sharon with the Y comment, "I've seen Jimmy and Cultures live several times over the year, including recently. Jimmy and the band have still got it. They have always put on one hell of a show." Thank you. Oh, and Fox says about Sci-Fi, the Phantom Menace review, "Great episode." Dave Jenkins comments on the Third Secret, "Outstanding. Everyone thought they just faded away. Rock on, Ambassador Jenks with 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 horns up."
Nice.
Absolutely.
We love
our Ambassador Jenks.
We love Jenks here.
He was the first guy to give us a real shot in the arm. Loyal listener and watcher.
He's the OG original fan.
He's the GOAT.
Yep.
He's the Ambassador GOAT.
Absolutely.
The Goatress Ambassador. Roy Perkins says about the Third Secret, "Love the sound, was my kind of music years ago, and even when your taste changed, the old smooth rock is still great for me. They are good. Thanks." Dave Jenkins on Turbo from Corey and the Loop. Corey Wong and the Loops, yeah.
Dirty Loops, yeah.
I do believe Aaron is the king of the snare rolls. Well, and that's all for sure. When something's wrong with my baby reaction, Iceberg commented, "Well, ain't that special, John Farham." Let's see. Jenks posted on Lazy Poker Blues, "I tried to become a policeman at one time. I didn't pass the psychological testing. They told me they were afraid to give me a stick and a gun. Go figure." Another awesome reaction by V and Jason.
Thank you, Jenks.
Juan Gomez commented on something. Okay, so we posted a video, and it was the 8 seconds of pre-roll before the show.
Oh, yeah, our big technical snafu.
Yeah, so, that was when the program updated, so, or ha, 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 what the fuck by Juan Gomez. Fox Stark commented, "What is this?" Miyanami Hideaki commented, "Cheers to my corona infection now. I've been off for a week." And that was, and then Kit Kat commented, and then TYPPL commented, "LOL, I sense that something went wrong while recording this reaction."
Right.
That's great. Wrong. I love that they're giving us shit. Slytherins commented, and then total big laughter. And then Zilch 634, I roll, Jake Muller. Michael Amos comments on Angelina Jolie, and I have nothing. Angelina Jordan. I have no. We were the first people to cast Angelina Jolie, so every time Angelina comes, I just automatically.
Yeah, it's automatic.
The perfect setting for this shoot. The team is spot on. Angelina doing these videos with the classical and elegant style. Oh my God, let's just start off with the cinematography. Da, 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 da. Thank you, Michael Amos. Pedro Camargo comments on how great thou art. Thanks a lot for the reaction to our Angel Angela. She is simply the best. Jason Clark comments on Monday Metal. Can we get Fred to shave his head? He has too much hair for our show. He did get a haircut. Look at him.
I did. Wow, you noticed. Very nice.
Sweet.
I did.
Nice.
Looking good.
Thank God for Barber College.
Right?
Yeah.
Jenkins comments, it gives you the feeling of what the fuck is coming after every bar. This is the Dream Warriors Metal Monday. Great job doing it, definitely with the 4-track in the bathroom. I should have waited till morning to listen to it. I'm a little scared to go to bed. Can we get Fred to shave his head? Oh, that's the Jason comment.
Yeah, that was me again.
Yeah, so that's some of the comments.
Fred would see that. I didn't know if he paid attention or not.
Like I said, if you don't give your friends shit, they're not your friends.
Well, welcome home, Fred.
Welcome to the living room, bro.
One of the boys now.
Absolutely. All right. So, we had a couple of legends pass. We'll start with this one first, and then we'll get to the other one. And of course, it's taking forever to load. Hey, how you doing? Wow.
Bernie, yes.
Yeah. Jason's guy, Bernie Marsden.
Bernie Marsden, yeah. The original guitar player for Whitesnake.
Yeah, Whitesnake.
Yeah. The OG, man.
Albums, Jason. 12 albums.
Yeah.
Jason made us do Whitesnake album by album. And it was the most torturous thing of
Hey,
it so far.
You learned something.
Yeah, I mean, I love Whitesnake, but like, I don't like 12 albums worth of Whitesnake because we listen to, like on the record, we listen to, track by track their entire career. Fred.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of music.
Yeah, it's a lot of music to get through.
Yeah.
So I always give Jason shit, because that was like, it was like torture. So he's like, hey, how about Whitesnake? Then we said we'd do it. Then we had to do it because we said we'd do it.
Right.
But
yeah, old Bernie, he also is a member of the Burst Club too. He's got a beautiful 59 Les Paul, affectionately known as the Beast.
Yeah.
Yep. He very nearly sold it a few months ago, and I think he or his family, they sort of changed their mind,
Right.
So
since last time we saw Fred, he's seen how many bands? What we got?
Probably 6 or 7.
Wow.
6 or 7. So Leather Wolf at
wait, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, Metalhead.
Metalhead Fred.
So do your reviews on your shows.
Okay. Saw Leather Wolf at the Whiskey A Go Go in Hollywood, California last Wednesday. Unfortunately, the only original member is the drummer Dean Roberts, who we had on a couple months ago for an interview. Great guy. The show was fantastic. The whiskey, I finally got to see the Whiskey A Go Go, and I stopped at the Rainbow Room before for a few drinks. Old Lemmy's stomping ground. But Leather Wolf sounded great. They still got the 3 guitars, although they only had 2 guitars. They got 3 on the album, the Kill the Hunted album. But they only had 2 guitar players with them that night, and they sounded great. The new lead singer, he's good. He's not Michael Oliveri, and that's the big complaint from every Leather Wolf fan out there. But the band sounded good. They still rocked, and they just signed a deal with a promotion company, so they're going to be touring, which will be great.
Oh, nice.
Because it'd be great to see him. So that was a really, really cool trip to get to the whiskey. Saw Lita Ford and Great White a couple of weeks ago at the Arcada in St. Charles, and Lita is great. She's still got it, and Jack Russell still can sing like the son of a gun. I feel sorry for the guy. He's definitely had some health issues. When I met him, he put his arm around me, and you could just feel him shaking.
And he's like, "Hold me up, Fred."
Yeah. But he was so nice and so cool, and he sounds great. His band is great. His guitar player, the name Robbie Lechner. Oh my God, that guy is unbelievable shredder. He is so fucking good. He's so good. Last week was Glenn Hughes and Yngwie Malmsteen. I've never seen Yngwie Malmsteen. Glenn Hughes was great. Absolute pleasure to meet. We did a meet and greet with him. He is the nicest guy. He's so cool. Yngwie Malmsteen, I've heard is a dick.
My stepfather was from England, and like, there's one thing I have to say, I am jealous of the singer from Whitesnake, David Coverdale. Whenever he talks, he's like the most charming dude, and he's like, "Oh, that's what I'm talking about, darling." Just to be able to be, as a dude, to be calling someone darling
and pull it off,
and know that I'm not hitting on you. Like, that's like the coolest. Oh, yes, darling. Like, I always get a kick out of that,
I call someone darling, I'm spending the night in the hospital because they're going to beat the shit out of me.
Right? Yeah. Especially if there ain't no banjo involved.
Yeah.
Hey, darling. But
I'd never seen Yngwie before, and he is everything. I mean, his hand is like a spider on that guitar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The problem is, he played for 2 hours, and after about an hour, it got a little boring, got a little old.
Yeah.
All right, how about?
It got a little old in 1991.
Yngwie's famous saying, "Less isn't more, more is more."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have much singing, and I do want to see some singing, and it just he's amazing. But after about an hour, we go, okay, what else you got for me? One trick pony here, and but yeah, he was amazing.
Hey, and to be fair, Yngwie is the best at what he does. There's no one who does what Yngwie does.
Right.
Yes.
But
yes.
I can only myself take it in measured doses like you.
I wish I would have. I had a picture of it. I don't have it handy, but the whole back wall was Marshall upon Marshall upon Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
That was one loud ass fucking show.
I love it, and I can take it in huge helpings. I'm a big Yngwie fan. Have been. I saw him the first time in 1985 on the Marching Out tour.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen him, and I'm glad I finally got to see him. I got to scratch him off my list. So,
check that your bucket list. Fred.
Yeah.
So, Brian,
looking forward to Friday. You got Slaughter and Vixen at the Arcada.
Nice.
And next week, not next week, in 2 weeks, and really looking forward to this show is Skid Row.
Oh, yeah, my boys.
Hey, are you going to Brower House free show for
Janet
and James?
Garner? No, because that's the same night as the Vixen Slaughter show.
Gotcha.
So otherwise, I'd be there for sure. I think I might be doing an acoustic set. I'm not sure. Are you going to go there?
Headed up there yeah.
Yeah, I would love to if we didn't have.
Yeah, you should if you could make it, Vince. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should pop in and say hi. I'm sure she'd love to say hi.
Oh, absolutely. They couldn't have been nicer.
Ah, they're great. Yeah.
They're great. Yeah.
And,
well, Fred, I'm jealous. I'm a big Skid Row fan. The new record's great too with Eric, the new singer.
He is amazing. Holy shit, he's amazing.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. And
I saw him years ago back in the day. I saw him when they were touring with Bon Jovi on their, when their first record came out. I think that was the last time. That was probably 88, 7, something like that. I don't remember exactly.
I always thought, I know the logistics of this is impossible. It could never, ever happen. But could you imagine if you could get a show together and bring back all these bands for just a one-time reunion show? Skid Row,
Rocklahoma,
Sebastian, Queensryche with Tate,
yeah,
Great White with Jack Russell. I mean, some of the bands that that obviously these guys hate each other, but do you imagine if you could pull that off? What a
I would love it.
phenomenal show that would be.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You should try to go to M3 some year, Fred, if you've never been in Columbia,
I
Maryland.
have not.
Me and my buddies have gone a couple times over the years. It's a great time every time. I'd love to go back. It's Merriweather Post Pavilion, great place to see a show. The crowd is just cool. Everybody's drinking beer, having a good time, good music. I love it.
And where's that at? Is that
It's Columbia, Maryland, just a little bit north.
Oh, Maryland,
of
yeah. The girl that I picked me up and I stayed with at her house when I went to the whiskey, she's gone to that before.
Yeah.
So she told me it's great. She said it's an awesome concert.
Always a good time.
We got some friends that are at the Oklahoma or whatever. What do they call that in Oklahoma?
Yeah, near Tulsa, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, they're there tonight or this weekend, so I'm sure that's another great show.
Sure.
I don't know if I could do a 3-day fest anymore.
I know. Yeah.
Not interested. Like doing that one fest, dude. It was outside. I was wearing sandals most of the day. I'm like, oh my god, I'm 54. I'm not 30 anymore. I'm not 40 anymore. I'm not 50 anymore.
I did,
and I had an RV with air conditioner, like set at 56 degrees in the trailer.
Right.
So,
I
but
did, Carolina Rebellion down here a few years back, and I was like, "Where's my chair? Oh, there are no chairs."
Right.
It was like hot.
Yeah. So I go in the pavilion there, and I'm like, oh, where's the bathroom? Like, oh, bathrooms are for women and children only. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I'm the talent. Where's the bathroom?
Right.
Get out of my way.
There's
certain things, man, you got to have,
We crossed the top of the hill, fellas, as much as we hate to admit it.
Yeah. Hey, if I'm going to be up on stage, I can't be all sweated out from sitting in a 400-degree shitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just loving it.
With the meat sweats and the
But
I want to do one of those Monsters of Rock cruises one of these days. That'd be a lot easier. That'd be a lot easier to handle because you got a pool and a bar,
right?
And you can
and a room
sit down and drink.
In it.
Yeah.
Go take a nap and then go see another band.
Yeah, it's on my list one of these days.
I wish I could afford it. Yeah.
Jason, were you on that with me?
No.
Was that the fucking the booze cruises?
Oh no,
that music video thing for fucking 12 weeks in a row.
No, that was you and Rob. I think I missed that.
Oh my god, it was me, Rob, and like 8 other people.
Yeah, like Eric, right? Eric was it?
No, it wasn't Eric. It was like I got the gig and I hired a bunch of people from Art Institute and we go there, and we're going to the Bermuda Triangle and it's a booze cruise and it's like a music video show for Friday nights for Miami television, region. And you'll never get me back in another fucking no.
Yeah.
Nope. Like that was 12 times. Like no.
Right.
I didn't mind it, but I also didn't dig it either.
Well, you're anti-plane. You're anti-boat.
Hey, I like my feet in the ground and my head in the clouds.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, Fred, did you see any other shows, or was that pretty much it?
Queensryche was about a month ago. That was with Janet Gardner. That was a great show. Queensryche still sounds great.
They're amazing.
Two original members, Michael Wilton and Eddie Jackson. Of course, Rockenfield is no longer with them. The drummer.
Right.
Some lawsuit is supposed to be settled here. But Todd LaTorre is just so good. He just sounds like a young Jeff Tate. Yeah. And I know a lot of Queensryche fans go, well, you can't like both bands. And I go,
bullshit.
I do. I've always been a Jeff Tate fan.
Both bands.
Yeah.
And I love Todd LaTorre. And the only thing that surprises me about Queensryche is they've got the new Queensryche has like at least 3 albums out now. And they play
4, isn't it? 3 or 4?
It might be 4.
Yeah.
They only play a handful of songs off those albums. Everything else is probably 80% of the show is early Queensryche stuff.
Yeah, they know.
I'm just surprised they don't play.
Yeah,
maybe that's what they figure. The fans want to hear.
That's what the fans want to hear.
That's got to be.
I gotta hear The Lady Wore Black. I gotta hear Take Hold of the Flame. Absolutely,
Right.
Gotta hear Operation Mindcrime. Gotta hear Jet City Woman. Gotta hear.
Yeah.
They have. That's the problem of having so
A legacy.
So many great songs that you're limited.
Yeah.
What a great problem to have.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're always great. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Metalhead Fred with his reports. And of course, you can find me and Fred every Monday on Monday Metal when we react to the only music genre Mr. Bonanno will give time to.
Right.
It's the only reason for me to get up every morning.
Absolutely.
And now I've got the moniker that says Metalhead Fred.
Yeah. So
Yep.
speaking
Made
of
it.
Aldo Nova, so speaking of Bon Jovi, so Aldo Nova came back and he's going to go on a little tour.
Nice.
And you know, I worked the MTV Aldo Nova Bon Jovi, the Bon Jovi Skid Row, great what whatever it was, it was some huge Labor Day thing. Ray dropped us off at the gig, me and Rob, and but it was always weird because are you familiar with Aldo Nova?
Oh yeah.
Life is just a fantasy.
Right.
You know, one little aside from Guitar Geekdom, if you've never seen his signature model Les Paul, it's super rare and super valuable.
Nice.
It's a Sunburst Les Paul with a Explorer headstock.
So Jason will buy all those $500 a piece.
Oh man, they're I forget, 13 of them made, something like that. They're
really?
They never come up for sale. I mean, the guys that got them know what they got. And,
you want to know why Aldo Nova never made it huge on his own? I mean, he's been a songwriter for decades, done well as a producer, done well writing music for, films and other artists, Celine Dion, blah, 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 blah. Bon Jovi stole his sound.
Well, I think Aldo was a little first, wasn't he? Aldo was before Bon Jovi broke, I believe.
Right. What I said is Bon Jovi stole Aldo's sound.
Yeah.
So Aldo Nova comes out. Bon Jovi, John Bon Jovi's like, oh man, that sounds great. Kind of hijacks the sound. And now where does Aldo Nova have to go?
Canada, where he's
from.
No,
but you know what I'm saying?
Just kidding.
Like, as far as the listener, they're like, oh, Runaway, that's that fantasy.
Yeah.
So probably like the first 3 tours of Bon Jovi, people are going, when is he going to play fantasy?
Right.
And Bon Jovi worked with Aldo Nova.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing when, you start writing songs and,
Yeah.
But I always thought that Aldo Nova was incredibly talented and he got kind of a raw deal because of eyes averted to Bon Jovi.
Yeah. Yeah, Fantasy, what a great tune, man. The guitar, the guitar riff. Classic. Yeah.
Dude, and the guitar solo in that?
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
We love a little Aldo Nova.
Yeah. So, like here at CreatiVity Talkin, we're 38 minutes in and we still haven't gotten to the main subject.
Yeah, we ramble sometimes.
Yeah, So Jimmy Buffett passes away.
Look at the maple neck on that thing.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought he was in a pretty healthy condition. Maybe some, I'm not versed. I didn't, ambulance chase. I don't know why he died or.
Right.
But it seemed awfully abrupt. But
he was 76, though.
He was 76, and he lived in fucking Margaritaville. Yeah. But oh my God! So, Fred, you're aware that me and Jason met in college in Fort Lauderdale, right?
Yeah, I knew you guys met in college. Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. At the time, every bar, every restaurant had musicians playing. Usually one-man bands with bad keyboard backups and an acoustic guitar and a guy in a fedora wearing a Hawaiian shirt or some variation of that theme. So after about 6 months of me being in Fort Lauderdale, I'm a metalhead. You know what I mean? Grew up with jazz. I know Jimmy Buffett is. Okay, I get it. You'd go into one place. Living on sponge. Oh, what the fuck? And you'd turn around and leave. And then as you're walking walk into the other bar. It's like
Wasted
brand new
away
tattoo.
again.
And then you walk past the next time, there's booze in a blender. And it's like, dude, everywhere you went,
Right.
that song permeated because it was a big, tourist attraction.
Right.
You're right.
You're like, oh my God, we're down in Florida. Let's go. He's singing Margarita. Woo! Those fucking people. Then you got the guys coming down from the East Coast with the fucking chains and the fucking, showering in polo.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, they're playing Margaritaville.
Yeah, hey, I got my best Zubas on.
Yeah. And then everyone's going down
Zebra
to the
skin.
last fling before they get married. You can see like the
Yeah.
bride's all the lipsticks running down her face. And everyone's like, oh my God, Jimmy Buffett. And the locals are like, oh my God, please stop with the Jimmy Buffett. But
He built an empire.
I'm not bashing on him. I'm sure he thought, like, even he probably thought it was ridiculous. Like, okay, I get it.
I never realized, and I can't give you a number right now. I forget what the number was, but I recently heard like an approximate net worth.
$1 billion.
Oh, dude, he was like, I mean, he literally built an empire. I never knew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, God bless.
Yeah, dude, his uncle's Warren Buffett.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were related.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, he started with restaurants. The one in Key West was great. That burnt down.
Yeah, we had one here years ago when I first moved here. And
we had one here local, and it was crap.
Yeah.
Crap. But
Being a metalhead, as we all know, now I wasn't a Jimmy Buffett fan, but I give him credit because he did find that niche.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
perfect niche. And just like I put him right up there with the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead found a niche. Buffett found a niche, and you can't argue.
Buffett's his own genre.
Yeah.
He's his own.
You had the Grateful Dead had dead heads, and he had his parrot heads.
Oh
yeah. And I never saw Buffett. I always wanted to. I thought it would be a fun concert to go to. People said you got to go. You party in the parking lot. You go. You just. I never made it to one of his concerts, but probably would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did a hurricane relief show with him after Hurricane Andrew. It was at Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami, and he had a bunch of other bands and celebrities there. It was a charity event and a big show, and it was cool. Yeah, he was good.
Well, here's my Jimmy Buffett story that I am associated with. This is going back about 30 years ago. I was in Arizona visiting a buddy of mine, Timmy, and we were at the Cub game, exhibition game, and we had a couple drinks in us. Yeah. Timmy's got several tattoos, and he goes, I want to get another tattoo because he's a big Jimmy Buffett fan, and he always wanted to get a big parrot on his back.
Right.
So I said, I'll go with you, and if I see something I like, I'll get one too, which is where this tattoo was born. So we went to the tattoo parlor, and Timmy got this huge parrot on his back, all full colored and everything. And he was done in about an hour and a half. Yeah. I got this one, and it's just black and white, and it took 4 hours because the girl just kept taking breaks and kept taking her time. And
when you're doing blowing, you're a tattoo artist. Shit takes
right.
But he got his parrot, and I got my tattoo. So that was the closest I'll ever get to a Jimmy Buffett story.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, when you're doing blowing, you forget you're a tattoo artist. You got to keep reminding yourself and go back and finish.
Oh my God!
At one point, the owner came by and he looked at her and he looked at me and he goes, "What are you charging her for this tattoo?" She said $90. He goes, "I'm losing money on this one." I said, "Yeah, you are. I wanted her to be done, but I couldn't tell her finish up, hurry, because then I would have had a stick figure on my arm. Like shit." So
yeah,
dude. So I'm getting my first tattoo. So I'm down there, and I still talk to this guy Ray Youngman from Downers Grove Tattoo and Seattle Tattoo Works, legend in the tattoo industry, and known him since I was a kid. And so I'm in there, and Max is giving me a tattoo who Alice used to date. So she's giving me a tattoo, and Ray always used to tattoo with his Ray-Ban sunglasses. Doesn't matter what fucking time it was. Long fucking beard, Jesus hair, the whole nine. And at one point, and he's doing, he's about to take a break, and he's doing a piece about this big on someone's back of a woman, beautiful woman, naked woman. And he's like, fuck. And the guy's like, what? He goes, man, I shouldn't have took that window pane acid. He goes, fuck, man, that is a beautiful Jimi Hendrix on that fucking bitch. And he's like, what? He freaks out, and everyone's dying laughing. And the guy's beautifully done of a woman, and he's like, thinking he's got Jimi Hendrix on his back as a woman. Oh, my God, dude. Yeah.
Next time we have a little bit more time to kill, not tonight. I have to tell you the Towner's Grove tattoo story that leads up to the Sammy Hagar tattoo. It's a little involved, but I'll tell it next time we have some time.
Oh, you can tell it now, man.
It takes a while to go through, and I'd have to show you the picture that goes with it.
Okay, gotcha.
There's a picture that goes with it. It's a friend of mine, and Sammy Hagar. It's a
gotcha.
Layered story. You got to keep going layer after layer. But it started out at Downers Grove Tattoo. And
all right, so next week on TUNEAGE, we've got Hank Davidson. We have Bandmaid and Dogstar. And Monday Metal, of course, we have Wings of Steel, our brothers from that band. Jason, you got any picks this week? You been reading anything or listening?
No, I due to Bidenomics, I had to bail out of my Audible. Did I say that out loud?
Fuckonomics.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm cutting back on my subscriptions, and where I can. So
yeah. Gotcha. So no books you've read lately?
Nope.
Not listening to anything?
No, not really.
Any guitar necks that you could possibly say, hey, these are great. Check them out.
Well, I just got one from TWT Guitars to see how it was, and it's pretty nice neck. I'm doing a little fretwork. I had to roll the edges a little bit. It's not perfect, but I mean, for the money,
right? It gives you something,
right? Yeah,
off place.
Yeah. So,
and as people know, Jason is building his own guitar line called Knuckle Dragger Guitars, and soon he will have something up so people can pre-order, and he can build them and feel stressed out because he's got guitar.
right. In no time.
But hey, if the guitar orders surpass him working for the man every week,
right, then I may have to choose.
Fuck the man and Knuckle Dragger Guitars. Here you go.
Right. And I'll be making my own necks as well, but I'm always looking for a good source. I mean, I like sometimes you find some good ones, man, and you don't have to spend a ton of money. So, and I don't mind pulling the front, the files out and and polishing them and dressing the ends a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna have another guitar luthier on who's local here that I met at the Illinois Guitar Show.
Yeah, right on.
And then if you build guitars and you want to come on and Jason and I can interview you. And,
sure, absolutely.
Jason would love to pick your brain. And, we're all in this music thing together. So, and I saw an interesting article from the guitar player from Foo Fighters who's releasing his solo album. I forget his name because I'm 54. I smoke weed. But he's saying like basically guitar music is back, but it's not in rock. It's more in the bluegrass.
That's for sure.
Americana, that kind of thing,
Yeah, I mean, there's been some monsters coming out of that genre. I mean, like Billy Strings and Molly Tuttle. Oof, Molly Tuttle's wicked, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You ever feel like that at work?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you're late.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm not. 10 minutes early. 10 minutes early is on time.
Grab my gonads.
Right. Let's see here. Okay, real quick. We are now in 41 countries and 362 cities on the audio side.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, we country territories, the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, are United States, Germany, Canada, India, Brazil, Mexico, Ukraine, Argentina, France, United Kingdom. The top 10 cities are Simpsonville, South Carolina, Frankfurt, Germany, Downers Grove, Illinois, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Ashburn, Virginia, Chicago, Illinois, Westmont, Illinois, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Greer, South Carolina, New York, Darien, Illinois, Seal Beach, California, Springfield, Illinois, Livings Manor, New York, Boardman, Oregon, Dallas, Texas, Sao Paulo, Ribera, New Mexico, Topeka, Kansas, Phoenix, Arizona, Jacksonville, Florida, Ravine, Brentwood, New York, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Hamilton, Montana, High Springs, Florida, Bamberg, Bavaria, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Burbank, California, Los Angeles, California, Plainfield, Illinois, Rio de Janeiro, Buenos Aires, Tempe, Espanola, New Mexico, Toronto, Ontario, Elburn, Illinois, Lawrence, Kansas, Charlotte, North Carolina, Round Lake, Illinois, Chesapeake, Virginia, Newport Richey, Florida, Hugh, Ohio, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Utica, New York, Mexico City, Columbus, Ohio, Glendale, Arizona, blah, 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 and the list goes on. And, we want to thank you guys. And we're the number 4 talk comedy show in Senegal, Africa.
Still killing it in Senegal? That's
Well,
awesome.
they haven't sent me an update that we've dropped in that area.
Nice.
But, yeah. I think that's a cool little nugget of the show,
Absolutely.
But we're getting there.
And we're big in Germany and Sweden, I think you mentioned as well. Right?
On YouTube.
Yeah.
On YouTube, it's United States at 36%. And then from there, it's Sweden, Germany, India are the top.
Nice.
India, Ukraine. So those are like the top 5 or 6.
Awesome.
Over there.
Hello, world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool,
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's like, our U.S. audience is only 36%. It's mind-blowing that, here we are, having a few cocktails, a bunch of brothers hanging out, talking about music, fart jokes, being smartasses, and someone in the Ukraine who's getting bombed right now for nothing they've done, and they choose their time to listen to us. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And no matter what side you're on, I'm on the side of no war. So I'm an anti-war person. So I feel horrible for the people getting bombed. I think they're being used as pawns, and hopefully that can be resolved sooner rather than later before it becomes an international heat wave, if you know what I'm saying. But what do I know? Anyway. So Fred's been killing it with the guests. We got some cool things coming up. We got we have Guy from Scatterbrain coming on. If you guys remember from the song "Don't Call Me Dude," and I'm Not Going Down with the Ship. What a fun band! I've seen them at least twice that I can remember. Down in Fort Lauderdale, they used to play there all the time, and at the candy store.
Candy store, yeah, that was one of our joints.
And then Rick Derringer would play once a month there too. So like it was either like Rick Derringer, like for like a little run there, it was like Rick Derringer or.
Hey, you remember the free buffet? Like once a month, we'd go up there and you could eat for free. It was like that garbage spaghetti and
Oh yeah, when they had the wet T-shirt contest.
Oh yeah, the wet T-shirt contest. You'd get your
good times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we were starving. We were so broke.
Yeah, it's like all the buffets around
there.
town just donated their rancid spaghetti.
Yeah. It was like it was the worst, but we were all about it. Just like you and me at the banana boat next door. They had a buffet,
Oh yeah.
And a lingerie show.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever won in my life was some used lingerie.
So my girlfriend at the time, Diana, was a bartender at the banana boat, which was a 10-minute walk or a 5-minute walk to the bar
10 if you were drunk,
and a 15-minute walk back.
Yeah.
Because you'd be walking in a zigzag line.
Zigzag, yeah. Staggered back.
Yeah, she'd always be like, hey, tell Jason and blah, 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 or Rob or, Brian or whatever, hey, we're, chicken wings are at the, happy hour, and we'd go there and we'd slap down, $7 on the bar. As long as you had money in front of you, it was cool, And she'd, the whole night she'd be pouring. We'd walk out of there, sideways half the time. Well, more than half the time.
Right.
But, totally cool totally cool. And just talked to her the other day. She
Really?
didn't get too much damage from the hurricane. Yeah, I talk to her all the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Not too much hurricane damage. Steve Schwab has been, our buddy Steve has been basically living in his classroom that he's teaching at,
Wow.
which is only like a mile or two from his house.
Yeah.
But he lost all power. He lost water.
Right.
And he had to clear the, he's got some acreage, so he's got to clear the drive. All these trees fell.
Yeah.
And, he's no spring chicken anymore.
Right.
And that's just, I mean, that's
nobody's got time for that.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I wouldn't mind an acre attached to a bunch of fucking acres over there that I
don't own. Yeah.
That I don't have to fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like National Forest or something.
Right.
But, yeah.
You didn't get in a fist fight with your neighbor over the tree deal, did you?
No.
Okay.
I had a bat.
Oh, all right.
No.
It's important to have something.
No, but then Alice showed up last week and she brought her buddy dog, or her dog Buddy, dog. So Buddy's like the most calm, He was dehydrated, basically, on the way up here. He's coming from Arkansas. It was 114 degrees, so the dog was massively dehydrated.
Oh yeah,
pooping blood. Spent $1,500 on the way up. On an emergency vet. All this kind of stuff. So Buddy's like the coolest dog, and he's like a human fur person, and so he's like row row row, and the guy like goes up against the. It's like, dude, there's a fence between you.
Yeah.
And you act like you've not like this is
stop being
Sasquatch or something.
Stop being a woman.
This is not Bigfoot of the park.
Yeah.
But, what are you gonna do?
Don't make me come across the fence and
don't make me slap you. But yeah, so
well, he should have minded his business about your tree. I hate nosy neighbors, man.
Yeah, so I'll clue Fred in. So this guy's like, I'm cutting the tree. There's this one tree. Last year it was this big around, right? Cut it down to a stump. I'm like, let's take it on. The landlord's like, nah, fuck it, leave it there. Now it's this big around, and the growth from just this year, when my kids said they'd be able to help me and then fucking didn't, is like the branches were like this thick, right? And it was messing with the electrical lines, so you have to trim them, So I'm like, I'm trimming this thing. I want to do it, and the guy's like, why are you doing that? I like trees. Like, I don't know, because it's on my fucking property and behind my fence.
Fuck you.
I said, I also like electricity, if you notice.
Right.
Well, I'm like, the landlord told me to do it. He goes, give me the phone to your landlord. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not giving you the phone. It's not the same landlord as you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's an apartment building next to us, And I live in like a city, old school Chicago setup where there's like a salon in front. And then I'm in the apartment in back with the basement in the back, fenced in backyard.
Right. Yeah.
And, and I was like, oh my God, dude, I'm just trying to like clean this shit up. I don't have time for this,
Right.
So I figured out what had happened. So I look where he's at, and like basically in the building, it's all one family from Mongolia. And so this kid's either like a nephew who just moved in or something. So I look, I'm like, oh, he's up top. That's where they just redid everything. And I look, and like it blocked his windows from the house across the alley.
Ah, yeah.
So maybe
that's why
it's gonna inhibit his spankage or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Autoeroticism.
I'm just cutting the shrubs, brother.
Right. So was he, and he didn't want anybody to see it. Yeah. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell him to get a banana tree. Put it in his room.
Yeah. So Jimmy Buffett, worth up to $1 billion. Casinos, cheeseburger in paradise chain, multi-million-dollar platinum artist.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was unto his own.
Life well lived, man.
Life always a cool guy. You never saw him pissed off on camera.
Yeah.
I'm sure he got pissed off, whatever.
Sure, we all do.
But he promoted hey man,
Chill out. Have a drink.
you're off
Settle
of work.
Yeah.
It's time to celebrate. Don't worry about work.
Yep.
Welcome to Margaritaville. And he laid out a great vibe. He was onto his own.
Yeah, he had that big hit with Alan Jackson, right? 5 o'clock somewhere. That was
Yeah.
that was a big song for him too.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. Fred, did I ever tell you what Jason's first girlfriend said to him after he first made love to her?
No.
Haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. And then I said, "Give me my boots back."
Yeah. Well, shit, let's get away from the cliff. But yeah. So we're coming up. We're wrapping up. In 28 days, we wrap up season 2, or maybe maybe we'll start season 3 on Ray's birthday, October 12th, since it's kind of in his honor. He would be here if he was alive, my brother.
Oh yeah.
And oh my God.
Well, that's a good anniversary date for us to start the seasons.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so October 12th is season 3, and we have the Unholy Trinity with me, Jason, and Fred, heading up the music stuff. Fred is our resident metalhead. Jason goes into other stringed genres of music. I'm more, jazz and blues, and so we come together in the metal part because it was a big part of, it's still a big part of all of our lives.
Yeah, it was our era.
Yeah. And then branch it out on sci-fi, and then we'll, eventually we'll get on the record going. But we just got to figure out timing and all that kind of stuff. So if you'd like to support the show, there's a link below. You can start at $2 a month. If we make you laugh, you have a good time, click it. $3 a month is right on your Visa or debit. You can do super chats when we're doing live. You can also get t-shirts down below, mugs, aprons, shop aprons, coffee mugs,
chainsaws,
CreatiVity talking weather balloons, the third knuckle. First one's free. Second and third you got to pay for.
Yeah.
But anyway, those aren't real.
Can I do my my shameless plug now?
Absolutely, Mr. Fred
So
Bernardo.
we're gonna add
published in a book, by the way.
We're gonna add author to the metalhead now. I started writing again last year,
right on.
And I collaborated with 12 other authors. So we got a book out. It's on Amazon called Tarnished Jewels. It's a novel, and it is about a jewel thief based here in Chicago. And we all contributed a chapter to this book. And my chapter won't be hard to pick out because there's Judas Priest is mentioned in it a little bit.
Nice.
But it was fun writing this book and to see the author's name is Just DeWitt, because since there was 13 of us, they couldn't put all 13. Right. So Just DeWitt is our little motto of just do it, Just DeWitt. But at the back of the book, they give us all credit for it. So this was a lot of fun to actually have my work finally published and see my words in a book, and it was fun to do it. And I got we got a book of short stories coming out next month, and everybody contributed a short story to it. So I have a short story in there, and it's of course a heavy metal based theme. And when that gets out, I'll let you guys know. But you can get it on Amazon. It was just so much fun to write it again and get back. I know, Vince, you've got some books published, so you know the feeling of seeing your words.
Oh, dude, it's such a good feeling. Yeah, absolutely. And next time you come on, we'll have the graphic and the link for that, so we can put it on the show so people can go purchase that.
Right, because I get 2 cents on every book that's published. So
nice.
We need to sell a shitload of books.
Don't spend that all in one place, Fred.
We need a shitload of books.
Let me call my broker, because I'm broker.
Then my broker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of writing, so as you guys know, you listen to the show religiously. Every time you see me and Jason with LAMF in between us, like a motherfucker. It's with our third roommate, George, who
Yeah.
unfortunately passed away almost a year ago in October.
From cancer. Yeah.
And from cancer. Funniest guy.
The best. The best.
You know,
miss him.
Me and Jason had, no matter what, there's always a best time in one's life. And
yeah,
we didn't have any fucking money. We were all learning. We were doing everything we could for free, just trying to get our foot in anywhere.
Right.
And
free,
we had the
gigging
best,
for free. Yeah.
Like Jason's the little brother I never had. And, and that's not a diminutive thing.
Yeah, no.
For real,
Yeah, right on.
And so me, George, and Jason, the Three Musketeers, and what a great, my greatest memories are, hanging with these guys.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, mine too.
And, and so I found this thing that in the year 2001, George's daughter and my son Seth were born on the same day, August.
Wow. 11th. That's crazy.
And so we're both Mr. Moms. And then we got a hold of each other and we're talking with Jason. And we always we wouldn't talk for maybe a year and a half. And then we'd get, blah, blah, blah. And then there's be a fury of anyway. So
you still got it.
I wrote 10 pages and then I would send it to Jason and Jason would write 10 pages and send it to George. And this is a script. And like a lot of the college people we went to college with are in this script, but as older people. And so Seth sees it. It's like, hey, what is this? So I tell him, he goes, no way. And he starts reading. Dude, he's belly laughing.
Really?
Page 2. He's like, oh my God, you're already like freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. Page 3, you're like, blah, 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 And so if you're an animator out there and you want to do something really funny, we can do this script and we'll split the money between cancer research and suicide awareness. And we'll get this out because this is hilarious.
I don't even remember now. I'd have to read it again. It's been so long.
God.
It's been, 30 years ago or
in there.
Yeah.
Scary Sherry. Sir Bangs a lot. Oh, my
Jeff
God.
Jane. Holler at us, Jeff, if you're out there, brother.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Wonder what he's doing.
I don't know, man.
Anyway. So, yeah, that wraps up this edition of CreatiVity. Oh, before you forget, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, of course, check out our new podcast, Sci-Fi, every Friday, where we cover Star Wars, Star Trek, DC, Marvel, and anything science fiction. Want to be a guest on the podcast? Send us an email. We'd love to talk to you. Let's see, what else is going on? Of course, we have every WTF, we have TUNEAGE, and Saturday nights are live stream, so you can interact with us every Saturday. You can get super chats, you can buy icons, whatever you want, or you can just hang. But anyway, welcome to the living room. Guys, you got anything else to say?
Nope.
Right on.
Have a safe Labor Day weekend, everybody.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. And if you're working Monday, we feel for you.
Thank you. I will be. I'll be up at 2 a.m.
Of course you will. Yeah. Like you have a gaping asshole from when it comes to work.
I work Christmas Day,
120 mile and up per hour winds just blowing through.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a holiday around there.
Yeah. But so thank Jason for getting your freaking mail. But
thank you, Jason.
Right. Love you guys, and we will
see
you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Be safe.